Hey folks, this is Johnny, and today we're actually going to take a look at MVoice 1, the vocal synth plugin. This actually came as a question from a supporter over there in the Facebook groups, and he said he used it for a while and then he forgot how to use it, so he kind of wanted a little bit of a refresher. I thought this was also a good point to actually start doing some more videos on MVoice. It is not a sponsor. Hopefully someday it will be, but I think that this is such, in my opinion, a crucial songwriting tool. I thought this would be good for everyone. So let's go ahead here in the classroom, and let me show you what I got so far. What you do with MVoice is you drag it in as an instrument, just like any other instrument. And once you actually drag it in and you click the little keyboard, you will actually see the window where you can create vocal tracks. So let's see what I have so far here. Let me get my cursor in the right place. Here we go.
I'll see you. I'll see you smile at me. I don't know why I believe.
Here we go. Really simple. So now you can hear that I've got all sorts of effects on it. And once you actually bring MVoice in as an instrument, it creates a stereo track for it, and you can put inserts and plugins and stuff just like you would in creating a real vocal. There is a way to bounce and actually make it a permanent track, and I'll show you all that a little bit later. All right, so here is our window. So you're probably wondering, how did I get it this way? Well, there's a couple of ways to do this. You can actually use MIDI notes, create an external MIDI track, and drag that onto the MVoice track and then record it on there. Or you can record directly into the MVoice track if you know actually the notes that you want to hit to create your vocal. All right, so let's see. How did I do this? Let me show you the manual way to do this. I'm going to take this right here, and I'm going to click and remove all the hard work that I did. There we go. All right, so you can see here, now the vocal should be gone. Beautiful. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a blob here, and a blob here, and a blob here. And you can see that I've got them all connected. And if I go ahead and I play this back, it just says la because I haven't entered any words yet. So let me move this out here.
La 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 la.
All right, this is, let's see, I'm going to actually go over here. Oh, it is at 1/32. Okay, you can actually change the snapping of the grid by going here. So now, all right, so let's bring this guy out a little bit and bring this guy out here. So I want da-da-da. Ooh, I like the little bit of a delay in there, so I'm going to leave that. So now, it's simple. I just go ahead here, I click on text, I see you.
I'll see you.
Now, I can add a little bit of vibrato by going up here to the vibrato tool and simply finding a spot that I want the vibrato to start and drag across. And if I go, and once I actually drag across, if I click again and I go up and down, I can actually flatline this so that it isn't so, there we go. You can see that it's really, really open there, and then it's really down here. So I just want it very slight.
I'll see you.
Nice. It's kind of got a Stevie Nicks kind of a sound to it now. All right, so let's see here. If I move these and I snap, I can actually, I think I can do, there we go. On the Mac, if I hit the command button, I can actually bypass the grid. Oop, that's a little too much. I want it to start a little bit later.
I'll see you.
There we go.
I'll see you.
All right, so that is how to create these parts manually by actually just clicking on the grid and kind of understanding where you are in the octaves. You got a pretty good range. I could even go a little bit lower if I wanted to. But for Keela's voice, I kind of like it usually around C3 or below for just the regular voice.
I'll see you.
beautiful. All right, so let's see. So how would I do this with a MIDI track? All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this, and believe it or not, I'm going to right-click, and I'm going to say Remove Track and Instrument. It's going to take a second. There we go. All right, the vocal is gone. All right, so here's what I want to do. I'm going to bring in another instance of presence. And I think what I'm going to do is choose something that's close to a voice, something that I can actually create a vocal line with. And let's see, I have winds here. And let's see, is there a flute in here or something? Oh, no, a saxophone will work. So let's go with a tenor sax. And you're like, what does this have to do with the vocal? I'll show you in a second. All right, let's see, arm the track. All right, so now I can actually play the track. So let's see. All right, let me actually hit record. Here we go. All right, the second part I don't like too much. All right, I'm going to do the second part again. All right, so now I have a little bit of a vocal line. All right, great. All right, so I've got that. Now, I'm going to bring in MVoice form, but let's go ahead and see if we can bring this in as a vocal. All right, let's let MVoice do its thing and get connected. Remember, you've got to be online for MVoice to actually work. All right, so I'm just going to do the first couple lines here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the MIDI part that I created on the saxophone, and I'm going to bring it down to the MVoice track. So now once I've done that, I can open up MVoice, hit the record button, and let's see if this will record. There we go. So now let's see. There we go. Now it should just say la la la.
La la la.
There we go. Alright, so let's see if those actually worked out. Yeah, looks like they did. So let's see, let's go by about 6.
La la la.
And what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to connect this to there. There we go. So now it's on one line.
La 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 la.
Okay, so now let's type in some lyrics. First one is going to be I see you. I see you.
I see you.
And then the next one is going to be I see you. Smile at me. And then the last one is going to be, I don't know why I don't know why I believe. All right, let's see if Keela can sing these.
I'll see you. I'll see you smile at me. I don't know why I believe.
All right, now here's a really cool part to this. There is a way to change how they say words. So I'm going to take the word believe, and I'm going to right-click on it, and it gives me these enunciation changes. So I want this to say believe. So I'm going to try version 2, and then I want to see if she says believe instead of believe. So I got to go back to 6.
I don't know why I believe.
Oh, it didn't work, so let's try it again. There we go.
I don't know why I believe.
All right, excellent. So let's get the vibrato tool, and let's go ahead and extend this a bit so that I can really get into some detail. And there we go. There's the vibrato, and I'm going to see if I can I don't want to move it. I want to see if I can flatten it out a bit. There we go. There we go. Flatten that out.
I don't know why I believe.
So now I'm going to try and stretch it out a bit. One more time here, just a little bit. There we go. I don't want it to vibrate. You got to hold down the Alt key if you want to kind of stretch out the vibrato so it doesn't vibrate as fast.
I don't know why I believe.
There we go. All right. So now I can go to the mixer, and I can go to here, and let's see. I can do my channel strip.
I don't know why I believe.
Add a little bit more compression, and you raise the gain.
I don't know why I believe.
All right. So now I can go here, and I can add my effects. Let's see. 1, 2, 3.
I don't know why I believe.
There we go. Yeah, that's a little bit much. Let's see.
I'll see you. I'll see you smile at me. I don't know why I believe.
Perfect. Well, not perfect, but you guys get the general idea. So you can create by clicking manually and creating the boxes. Or you can go ahead and perform a MIDI track with another instrument, something closely resembling a vocal so that you can stretch out the notes the way you want to, just playing them. And then you go ahead and you drag that track down to the MVoice track, and then you hit the record button and you record your notes within it. Now, there's a lot more to this, and I'm going to go into details on really detailing using the vibrato option and looking at creating some of the yodels, the notes that actually start high and come down low, actually doing note bends and things like that. So stay tuned for more videos, but this is really just an intro on how powerful the MVoice 1 program can be, especially for the songwriter who doesn't sing or doesn't know a singer, or the singer who really wants to try to piece their stuff together. Other more advanced stuff that we're going to look at actually doing harmonies using multiple MVoice tracks and everything. So I hope you guys got something out of this, and I will see you all in the next video.